Hey team, happy Thursday. This is the ShiFtShow where we shift something small each week. This week I'm going to talk about planning, and actually planning is going to be the theme for the next couple of weeks because I'm going to be hosting a power planning masterclass next Tuesday. So that is going to be Tuesday, November 26th at 10 a.m. Eastern time. No, that's very early. It is very early because my online business manager who needs to be there with me, so it's the best experience for you, is in the Philippines, and it'll be 11 p.m. when we start. So I hope you can make this power planning masterclass where we're going to select one priority for you in the month, one priority for you for the year in 2025. It's going to be absolutely incredible. So let's talk about planning and why it's important for people who are neurozesty like I am. If you don't have a plan, you don't know what you're going to do next, and you're just going to kind of do whatever. And doing whatever doesn't necessarily move you forward on whatever your big goals are going forward. Planning is very difficult for people who are neurozesty. Those of us specifically have ADHD, our brains have executive function challenges, and the ones that are around like time management, planning, etc., that's a challenge and a struggle for us. So this is going to be a super ADHD friendly way to plan. I will also tell you that I have ADHD, and I also struggle with planning, but I will tell you it is life-changing to have a plan for your week. And it's also life-changing to have no more than 3 goals in a day, in a week, in a month, in a year. Because if you have more than 3, you can't focus, you can't get things done, you get distracted. I am part of a group where a person was saying all these things are very excited about launching in the very near future. And it was just way too many things. There is no way this person is going to be able to get all those things done in a very short time period. They were all like giant projects. And if you're just trying to accomplish a task, it's very different. So let me kind of take you through project versus task. A task is something you can do sitting down, say in under an hour. A project is something that's going to take you 8, 10 hours or weeks or months. So a task might look like, actually, let's start with a project. A project might look like, I'm going to build a new website. A task might look like, I'm going to choose my domain name. Another task for the website building might be, I'm going to hire a website developer, or I'm going to choose whether I want to use Wix or WordPress, and I'm going to create it myself. Another task could be, I'm going to work on what I'm going to write for my about page today. And another task might be, let's see, you want to even break that down even further. Sometimes that's better for us because we need a small win. It might be, today I'm going to find my resume on LinkedIn, and I'm going to put that in a folder along with places I've spoken, etc. And those are the kinds of things that are going to go into the actual writing of the about page. So when we choose goals and say they're long-term goals, like a year or 3 months, you can choose like a project type goal. So one of the goals I had chosen was for the final quarter, for the last quarter of the year, was to walk in a half marathon. I realized based on what my work schedule was, that's not going to be realistic. I have a very, very important business trip mid-December, and I can't miss that. And the walk was just prior to it. I didn't realize when I planned all this out, and I did plan it. So sometimes the best plans go awry, right? That I did a walk, a practice walk of 11 miles, and I was exhausted for 3 days. And then I would have been going to the conference. And also I would have to drive back from the walk. There's all these things sort of wrapped around it. And I made a decision that I wasn't going to do the walk this year. So I'm going to do it next year. Gives me more time to train. I was able to defer my registration, which is great. And instead, I opted to do 60 miles in the month of November to fundraise for cancer. So I took my goal and I slightly shifted it to be more November focused and less December focused. And it's really awesome because I'm a huge believer in cancer, finding cures for cancer, helping research, etc. Because I am a cancer survivor. I'm not a huge anyway, I'm not a huge believer in cancer. That counting came out all totally wrong. I wish we didn't have cancer. Anyway, I'm a cancer survivor. So I'm walking the 60 miles. I am actually finding it quite challenging. I'm having a health challenge presently. But I am up to, I think, for those who are tracking, about 36 miles. It is day 21. I'm supposed to do 2 miles a day, so I'm really supposed to be more like at 44. It is my plan to walk 3 miles a day each day to catch up, which is what I've been doing. Because of what's going on today, I won't be able to walk, but I'll be walking again tomorrow, and I'll be walking 3 miles a day. So that is kind of what we would call a project. It's a goal. It's longer term. Each of the tasks in that are walking certain amounts each day, right? So I know exactly what I have to do when. I'm showing a personal goal because some of you are going to come to the masterclass with business goals. Some of you are going to come to masterclass with work goals. Some of you may decide that one of your biggest goals in 2025, your biggest priority, is to improve your health. Maybe you're going to have a weight loss goal, or a getting stronger, or in my case, walking a half marathon. Okay, so no matter what, you rock. Just so happens I have this mug, so I'm going to take the moment to show it to you. So what you can shift is actually creating some plans, recognizing, because I just told you this, that the plans can shift. They don't have to, you're not set in stone. So what are you going to gain from coming to the masterclass on next Tuesday? You're going to learn about these kinds of things: goals, projects, tasks, how they work. You're going to define what really matters in your life, and you're going to channel your energy into some meaningful progress. So imagine having clarity and focus for 2025. You need some freedom from overwhelm. When you break your big goals into manageable steps, it makes it much easier. So we're notorious for getting an overwhelm because we find it very hard to plot out all the steps because of this executive function challenge with the planning. You have a sense of accomplishment. Imagine, like, how often by Thanksgiving do you have a sense of what your goal is going to be for 2025, for the next year? You're going to get motivated. You're going to have some momentum. You're going to feel empowered about your decision-making. It's going to be awesome. So masterclass is completely free. It's 10 a.m. Eastern time on Tuesday, November 26th, just before Thanksgiving. Let's get you thinking about 2025. The holiday season is a great time because it's kind of can tend to be quieter. I know salespeople might be on some massive deadlines and things, but it tends to be a quieter time. I'd love to see you carve some time out for yourself to start thinking about what you really want in 2025. Okay, I hope I'll see you there. I forgot to put the banner. There it is. bit.ly 4-step planning. Unfortunately, 1P because I typed too fast, and bit.ly, once you do it, it's almost impossible to edit a backlink. So 4-step planning because I wrote it too fast. I hope to see you there. I'm really excited about it. It's going to be a great masterclass. Join me Tuesday, 10 a.m. Eastern time. Talk to y'all soon, and start shifting how you think about planning. Let's make it fun.